She'll stop. Nowhere to go. Look for an outlet. Finds Hubert. Step into a right wing three-pointer. And knock it down. Hubie, doobie, doo. Another three. Making it rain from the outside. She's the all-time leading scorer with 1,949 points for her career, including yesterday. Corner pass. Watkins three-pointer. It's good. Sierra Watkins with a three. An 8-0 start for the Trojans here in this second round action of the national tournament. 29-12 and a steal from Slattery. Inside, fake bucket off the window. It goes! Angela, Angry Ange is showing up here today. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the timeout, it is 45-34. And Indiana South Bend still leading this one. The lead is 11, 4:39 left in the third. National tournament action, the first round of this tournament. Look at the Prince third ticket like at least 10 other teams have already. Inbound to Phelps. She's going to spin around, spin back another way off the window. It won't go. Rebound, a bump. Oh! Gets her foul, can't get the bucket. She'll get a chance at free throws though. 4:31 left in the game. Or, excuse me, in the third. I got a little ahead of myself. Phelps to the line. Free throw number 5 for these Titans. Free throw number 6 on the way as Phelps hits that first. Both teams struggling from three. They're a combined 5 for 30 from three, both teams. Phelps can't get that second free throw, and that's going to go out of bounds. They're going to give Maddie the foul, her second. Team first. 4.5 left. Just 1 second came off the clock. Gosling, dribble drive, kick in the corner. Gets it back. Bounce pass right on back. Connery kicks it. Right wing. Larson. Skip pass all the way over. Gosling. Left wing side. Up top. Now Connery gives it to Gosling. She's got a lane. Inside. Flip shot. Won't go. Rebound Fisher. 46-34. 12-point lead for the Titans. Slowing things down with 3:58 left in the third quarter. Phelps out top with the pass from Maddie. Swings it over to Watts in the right wing. Kicks in the corner. Fisher. No shot. 10 as you hear the countdown. Fisher spin inside. Has to kick it. Phelps kick it corner. Maddie drives on the baseline. Traffic has to flip it up. Won't go. Rebound Fisher. Oh, they say that's offensive. And it'll be Viking basketball. Titans upset with the calls. Coach Bruce trying to motivate. Vikings trying to claw back in. It's still a dozen deficit for them. They're staying within range. Double drive, Larson, bump, kick, corner, Murray swings it, Gosling. Little too low of a pass, won't take the shot. She'll step in for a midi, airmail that. Pick it up, Katie does. Gives it to Fisher. Fisher will bring it up on the right side. 3:10 left in the third. Maddie swings it to Katie. Phelps has it now out top. Defended by Larson. Back cut. And Katie is blocked at the rim by Connery. Connery says, no sirree, no bucket in here. And Caleb Myers will check back into the game, taking Ella Larson. Larson will take a seat. Inbound coming from Fisher. 2:56 left in the third. Fisher finds Maddie. Left elbow. Jump shot. It rolls off the rim. Rebound by Myers. Watts scoreless in this third quarter for the Titans after a 15-point first half. Drive inside. Lear won't get it to go. Katie, picks it up. Left side, she will control things. 2.5 left in the third. Trying to get the offense set up. Maddie trying to get open. Maddie drive, lefty lay, it goes. Maddie, 12 points now. Kicking in the corner. Murray drive, blocked by Phelps. Picked up by Katie. Katie's turn for a bucket. No, an assist, she says. Watts, left corner, three. It goes. 3 for Titans. Right when I say something about Watts not having a bucket yet, get that 3 in there. 18 points now to lead all scorers. Pass inside, Gosling out now. Three-pointer, knocked down for Myers. They answer with a 3. 51-37 is the score. Indiana South Bend still on top. Fisher controlling the offense. Trying to get it to Maddie, finds her. Inside, a bump, tip back in. They say she stepped out. It will stay Titan basketball, and Kessler will come on back in and give Katie a break. Also checking in back is Porter Barrickman. Gonna give Phelps a breather. Inbound coming from Fisher. Now Watts, left wing side. Steps into another three-pointer, knocks it down! Oh, Jasmine Watts making it rain! I guess she heard me. Like, oh, I haven't scored. Here's a couple of threes for you, Mr. Ivory. 21 points now, swinging across. Gosling, dribble drive, kicks it out, bad communication, and it goes out of bounds. Largest lead of the game for the Titans by 17 is the lead for them. 54-37. Starting to stretch things out now. Titans 3 for 9 from deep. 2 of them coming from Watts. Looking for the pass inside. Kessler won't pass it. Or actually, she's got 3. They just now updated it, I think. Oh, she's got all 3 of them. I take it back. Steal by Larson. Pass ahead. Finds Myers.
Get out. Stay out.
But Larson won't get it to go off the window. Kessler rebounds. They have numbers 5-4. Pass ahead to Watts. She loses it out of bounds. Coach knew they had the numbers. An easy bucket there. Couldn't get it. Murray will check back in, give Gosling a break. Vikings only go about 7 players deep. Titans going a little bit deeper into their bench. They played close to 10 players. Corner, Larson. 17 seconds. Shot clock is turned off. Drive inside. Oh, flip shot. It won't roll through, but there's a foul. We'll get to shoot some free throws. Ella Larson will shoot free throws now after the foul. That foul will go against
Emma, 14 on the clock.
Barrickman.
In Jazz.
And as you heard him, 14 on the clock, 14.2 to be exact. First shot goes through from the charity stripe for Larson. Larson, it's her first trip there. At 5 points now. Got 6. And now, into the front court, Fisher, 9 seconds. Maddie out top, puts it on the deck. Dribble drive, gonna isolate. Larson, spin move. Maddie off the window, it won't go. Rebound, and that is the end of the third quarter. 54-39, a 15-point lead for Indiana South Bend, the number 12 seed, over the 5 seed Grandview Vikings. We're gonna take a minute break and be back for this final quarter here in the DSU Fieldhouse.
Coach Ty is with us. Coach Ty, thanks for joining us in the Mustang Seeds post-game show. Trojans, a big-time win and a gritty one at that came down to the wire, Coach, 84-79. Congratulations on the victory.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Appreciate
I know there's a lot to think about here, but what are your initial thoughts on your win here today? It was a big one.
Yeah, gritty. Real
Yes.
gritty. It wasn't necessarily pretty, but it was gritty, and I think Josh said it perfectly in the locker room there that when every time something happened, we just kind of got back together and didn't get down on each other. And what you're seeing right now is you're seeing a whole bunch of guys that are playing for each other.
Yep.
And when you play for each other, you're going to do things you never thought were possible. And right now, that's what we're doing. And we turned the ball over way too much in the second half there, burned some possessions, but just did enough with the rest of the stuff to be able to get it done.
Yes, indeed, Coach. And coming off the bench, Kenny Haynes had a big-time night.
Yeah.
He was 7 for 11 on a heater. He was feeling it all night long, 5 for 8 from three-point range, notched 22 points, just 3 shy of tying his season high. How big was his impact when it seemed like he couldn't get a basket for a little bit? He came in and he wasn't missing for a little while.
Yeah, you know, he just goes on those tears, and he's always a pretty good shooter, but then there just goes times that basket looks like a hula hoop to him, and
yeah.
maybe some shots that analytics-wise aren't necessarily the greatest shots, but you're feeling it like that, you just let it go. So, yeah, I thought we when our offense was struggling a little bit early on, we had, you know, a fair amount of guys that kind of came in and made some tough shots, and then Kenny obviously topping that off. So, like I said, I told you before, it's somebody new every game. Somebody new steps up.
And you guys, this was your 6th game in conference. You've rounded out. You've ran through everybody, came through, played all the teams. And in 5 of these 6 games, you've seen a Trojan score 20-plus points. We talked about that last time, Coach. Your guys are stepping up week in and week out. And you just said it. You never know who it's going to be on any given night. We've said that many times in here, but your Trojans continue to improve. And while the Comets shot really well in this game, above 50% in both halves, Coach, finished the game 53.2%. You guys, your second half was enough to get over on them in the end of the game. 47 points in the second half.
Yeah. Well, I really liked how aggressive we were, and you know, and obviously we got to shoot a lot of free throws because of that, and we made our free throws, which was a big
23
piece of
for 28, man.
Yeah. I mean, two really good things there, and then when you get to go that many times and you take advantage of it, you're going to have success with stuff.
Yes, indeed. One of the most effective nights at the line for you guys. And it was big at the end. You had some clutch free throws, some shots that needed to be made to extend your lead, to keep that confidence going that you're going to come away with this win. Braden Panconen, a freshman, in another tough spot with free throws late, made him again, all 4 that you needed. How big was it?
Yeah. I mean, he's not a freshman anymore. I mean, he's got all this experience he's gathering and garnering, and you know, he obviously has got a storied high school career.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not the first time he's been through some of these situations like that. So, you know, it's all those guys, but especially him in this. I trust him, you know, and trust him to be put in big spots and to do things, and because there's nobody that cares more about his teammates and about our culture and what we're trying to build here and what we're trying to do. So, we're lucky to have him.
And, Coach, in the first half of the game, Gieske, him and Kramer were starting to get some points early, but he got in early foul trouble. How did that change how you guys were playing the Comets the way when he only had 8.5 minutes played in that first half?
Yeah. You know, they did a nice job. They had a good game plan, and I thought, you know, Coach Dalton and Coach Damien did a really good job of making the adjustments that we needed to get into there and to make that stuff happen. And when a 3-time All-American and a Conference Player of the Year goes out, you know, that's a benefit to us with all that. So it was a big change there. And, Coach, rounding things out here, you guys had 38 points off the bench here today. Obviously, 22 of that coming from Kenny Haynes, but you big bench production here in this one. Guys played invaluable minutes, and you know, where do you think you guys are right now? What would your assessment be of this Trojan team right now? Well, it's hard to sit here and say that we're playing the best basketball we can play. You know, it's just I don't believe that yet. Right. You know, and are we getting closer to putting a 40-minute game together? Absolutely. But I still think there's a whole lot of room for improvement. There were some things that, you know, we were hoping to execute that we really didn't the whole game today. And, you know, like I said, some of the turnovers in the second half. And I still think there's a good room of growth yet to come through here. And 3 weeks left in the season, so there's no time like the present to figure that out. Most definitely, Coach. Would you say you're at least playing the best basketball you have been all season? Yeah, I would say we're trending the right way. Yeah. I mean, little by little, but you know, when you do this long enough, and you know this, you've seen a lot of sports, you've done all this, and you can just look at a group, and you've been at practices and all that, and you see those spans where this group can do some special things, and I just think that's what we're here to do. So we just got to keep getting better, keep grinding, and see what happens. But yes, indeed. And, Coach, I want to tell you, I love the relationship that you have with Coach Mo. We've seen a couple of big wins happen from you, and he comes over with the biggest bear hug in the world. How does it feel to have that good relationship with Coach Mo in your first year here? Yeah, he is owe that man a lot. Owe him a lot. Helped get me here, you know, and was a friend of me before that, and you know, whenever I need have a question or we need to bounce ideas off of each other, you know, we're there. I mean, shoot, you just think about today, there was a good stretch of time in the office when Coach Anderson and Coach Moe and a bunch of other guys were just sitting there and we're just chatting about all sorts of different things, and like, this is really a family in the athletic department, and everybody cheers for everybody, and it's just Dakota State's a special place. I don't know what else to say.
Yes, indeed. Loving it, Coach. And lastly, I meant to ask you about this in the pregame, but we're going to throw it in here. You had time with Coach Jacob Lear in your time over at Mayville State. You kind of brewed him into the coach that we see now. Obviously, he's been here a couple of years with Coach Moe, but he started with you as a student assistant and then came back as a regular assistant. What was the time like with him, and how have you seen him grow as a coach?
Oh, I did very little to help him. That guy is a rocket scientist. Could be doing anything he wants to do in life, and he's choosing to be a basketball coach, which may be the only questionable decision he's made in his life on there. But, he really helped me look at the game in a different way those first couple of years as a student assistant. And when after he'd gotten that time as a GA in Mankato, had the opportunity to bring him back for just that short time. And I think the world of him. I think if he wants to do it, he's going to be a big-time coach, somewhere, someplace. Dude's just too smart and too loyal and too good of a friend to not do that. So, like I said, none of this stuff happens without good players and good assistant coaches, and we've been lucky to have a lot of both of those. So.
Absolutely, Coach. And he is a future head coach, but we hope we keep him around here for a little bit longer, that's for sure. But once again, Coach, congratulations on your big-time win, 84-79.
Thanks, buddy.
And you guys sitting atop the conference here.